second division this weekend because the top two both lost. Aston Villa were beaten at home by Stoke City, and Ossie Ardiles, who's on loan until the end of the season from Tottenham, could not prevent Blackburn Rovers going down to defeat at Plymouth. Bob Hall reports first from Villa Park on Aston Villa against Stoke.
Funny thing about Aston Villa's successful season, their home form has been only mediocre, and even when chances come their way, there's always someone to spoil it, in this case Stoke's Scott Barrett. When Paul Birch's through ball beat the offside trap, Gary Thompson found himself all alone. When help arrived, Alan McInally's flick wasn't quite good enough. Steve Parkin's cross caught the Aston Villa defence cold, but substitute Simon Stainrod failed to make it count against his former colleagues. The influential Birch again set up Gary Thompson. He won the tussle with goalkeeper Barrett, but as McInally began to celebrate, debutant David Puckett cleared off the line. The only goal came in the 70th minute when Philip Heath slipped his marker to deny Aston Villa victory and leave Blackburn 2 points behind, but with a game in hand.
But there was to be no joy either for Blackburn, despite the presence on their side of new loan signing Ossie Ardiles in the game at Plymouth. It didn't take the little Argentinian long to make his mark on the match. A lovely link-up here with his old Spurs teammate Steve Archibald, resulting in Blackburn's best attack of the first half. But it was Plymouth who scored first through Stuart Evans. And after that, things went from bad to worse for Rovers when Ardiles dropped to the ground after a nasty collision with the Plymouth defender Nicky Marker. The Argentinian was forced to limp off early in the second half, and that's when Plymouth took complete command. This header from Adrian Burrows made it 2-0, and then Kevin Hodges added a third after a dreadful lapse in the Rovers' defence. All in all, a pretty disappointing day for Blackburn and for their new star. Do you think you'll make it for the next game?
We see. Tomorrow I have treatment in Spurs, so we take it from there.
What about the tackle today? Do you think it was a fair tackle?
I don't want to comment now.
No comment. No comment.
And now the major news stories of the week. This week saw the date for the transfer deadlines for the season, and there was plenty of activity, and maybe the biggest deal saw Brian Marwood, the Sheffield Wednesday winger, moving to Arsenal for £600,000. Arsenal clearly building a formidable squad now for a future challenge on the likes of Liverpool. A free transfer for Trevor Francis, once £1 million man, from Glasgow Rangers to London and Queen's Park Rangers. And Chelsea have sacked manager John Hollins. His reign of just about 3 years at Stamford Bridge came to an end this week, and Bobby Campbell will be their caretaker manager.